kitchen's open, y'all. If you've never said hi before, over here, down here, that's the counterculture. Say hi in the chat. They'll give you a warm welcome. I'm Dina, and this is Silver Lining Homeplace. I'm super glad we're here today because this has got to be one of my all-time favorite dishes. I'll tell you about it in a minute. We are making, what is it called? Oh, looks like a camera went out on me. How about that again? Let's start over. Over here, down here, if you've never said hi before, say hi to them. There, that's the counterculture. They are going to give you a warm welcome, and they're going to do it twice because I just did it twice. I'm Dina. Counterculture is going to take care of y'all. I'm going to get started on funeral potatoes. When I was a little kid, actually, let me back it up. True story. I have been to more funerals than I have weddings, bridal showers, and baby showers put together. So I'm good at funeral potatoes. I remember one time we went to a funeral. Geez, I must have been maybe 9. And I didn't really have to go. It was in the middle of the day. It was a friend of the family. But I actually asked if I could go because I was pretty sure they were going to have funeral potatoes. What are funeral potatoes, you ask? Potatoes, any kind of creamy substance like sour cream, cream cheese, you name it, they do it. This is a really basic, super fast dish that is well worth it. So let's think about the next part, which is, but first, a cocktail. And you caught me doing dishes. So let's get this out of the way. And tonight we're doing, what is this called tonight? This is the Mandarin orange cocktail. It's got Grand Marnier, vodka, some fresh orange, Mandarin orange juice that I squeezed this morning, some sparkling water, so let's get it going. I moved some things around and I'm feeling the heat for making changes midweek. All right, so there's our ice. Make this so it can dry somewhere. All right, we need 2 ounces of vodka. Grand Marnier, perhaps. Go. I am using these little gold nugget mandarins right now. Tangerines, mandarins, I don't know if the difference. Anyhow, gold nugget. They are seriously fan-frickin-tastic, I'm telling you. So good. Go get some right now. Well, wait till I'm done. Stay here And then when I'm done, go get some. And this juice is measured out just right. Making a cocktail here. So there's our 3 ounces of fresh Mandarin orange juice. And we're gonna give this a shake. I gotta get my glass out of the freezer. And I think this glass is too small. Choose the appropriate vessel, y'all. All right. Little Mandarin orange sparkling water. We probably should do a little stirry action, huh? All right, Mandarin orange cocktail, here we go. That is like a big girl orange crush, or maybe like a Fanta from back in the day. Good stuff. That'll be really good in the summer. Let's put a pin in this one for summertime. Dang, that's good. All right, let's see who's here. I've neglected y'all for far too long. Keely, you mightn't ruin your diet tonight. I don't know. Yeah, you like potatoes, you like cheese. Yeah. Hey, Michael, thanks for coming, man. And that is it. Let's call it diet-free Thursday, unless you're Keely. And then you gotta wait till Saturday. Hey, Carol. Nice to see you, friend. I hope you're ready for May. I'm ready. I got it all together now. Hey, Christine. Rich. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm trying to up my game a little there, pal. Hey, Collie. Thanks for posting links. Cocktail sounds, yes. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, that helps, Keely. Getting the beautiful settings just right. Don't I generally look serious about just about everything? Oh wait, unless you and I are sitting together, then all bets are off. Hey Beth, it's good to see you. All right, the whole gang's all here. No eCam, I please do not want this update right now. All right, we are making funeral potatoes. I have heard them called Likedta Die Potatoes because you'd like to die and go to heaven when you have them. Where did I first read about these, like with all these different names? What was the other name? Oh, Methodist Party Potatoes. That was in, oh boy, the name is escaping me now. Let me see here. Oh boy, what is that book called? Being Dead is No Excuse. It's like a Southern lady's guide to the perfect funeral, and kind of tongue-in-cheek, but good information about hosting a funeral. So it was entertaining, and she called them Methodist Party Potatoes in that book. But here we go. So you need a whole bunch of really easy to get, and you probably have most of its stuff around. Starting with hash browns. You can do these with hash browns that are frozen. Just want to thaw them out and then squeeze out any excess moisture, or you can use fresh, or if you're like me, you couldn't find frozen ones, because I think that is the next toilet paper. There is none. Yeah, I couldn't find any shredded hash brown potatoes. I went to 2 stores, couldn't find any. So I ended up with the fresh kind, which is fine. I could have done my own, but you know, that other job that I have. So let's start dicing the onions for this. And I think we'll be good to go. I've lost my comments window. Let's get an onion. Let's get a board. There we go. And a knife. How about a knife? You know, I don't like it when you decide to do this. Now these bake at 350 for about 45 minutes. I love you. I put one in already, which means I'm gonna have 2 of these and y'all are gonna have none until you catch up. So let's get the steel out here. How about we go source an onion somewhere? The onions are down here. I just came to say hi. Now, this time of year, you know what I'm doing? I'm saving these. Let me get my little dish. I'm saving the potato skins because I use them to naturally dye Easter eggs. I don't know why I dye Easter eggs. I don't hide them. But I really like deviled eggs. And I just like a boiled egg every now and then. So it makes me happy. And I play with different colors. It's kind of a thing. Instagram yesterday, you might have seen one. So let's get this onion diced up and ready to roll here. Carol, you're telling me you have just a dress? Am I gonna have to light a fire? We are going to an event next month in which the theme of the dinner is the Roaring 20s, so a few of us are getting all gussied up for it in our Roaring 20s outfits. So that's that discussion. Should be fun. Choke up, get your fingers around it and hold it like you mean it. And remember, we leave the root end on. And you slice almost to the root, curling your fingers and keeping them out of the way. The stove on here real quick and get the butter melting. Takes a 1/4 cup of butter. I chose this recipe because I figure people are going to be going to brunches or whatnot for Easter, since we're kind of going back to seeing other humans. So I thought this would be an easy thing for people to take to brunch. You can actually make it the night ahead, you know, day ahead, and then just put it in the top, put the topping on it, which I will tell you about in a moment, and then throw it in the oven. So it's super easy. I should have got that going sooner. Come on, butter. Well, let's see what's popping over here for a minute then. You guys can watch the butter and I'll watch you. All right, okay, that's easy. Yeah. I don't know why it's Easter, because, well, maybe because Easter is kind of like a funeral, but in reverse. I don't know. But yeah, I've had them at Easter. I've had them all, you know, on many places, but it seems like you see them at Easter and funerals. Yeah, I know. After the funeral, not at the funeral. Awesome, though, to have the funeral be at dinner party. Yeah. Okay, this butter is taking a minute. So, speaking of funerals, my dad was a bit of a jokester. He liked to have a good time, didn't take anything very seriously, unless he wanted, you know, to like get mad at one of us, then it was very serious business. But as he was getting on in age, he told me he wanted to have a party, like, you know, a big celebration of his life when he died. And he asked me if I could figure out how to have his coffin at the party. And I'm like, Dad, you're assuming that you're going to die in good weather times, and not good weather times are probably more likely. But yeah, he said, yeah, I want you to have my coffin up on like a platform or something, so it doesn't have all the dirt and the grass underneath it. And then I want you to rig it up so at the right moment, I wave at you. And yeah, I just did that. Had the camera on the wrong thing again. Getting really good at that, y'all. So yeah, he wanted me to rig it up so at the right moment, I could like press a button or pull a string or something, and his coffin would open up and he'd wave and say goodbye to everybody. I didn't tell anybody this for years because, I mean, you know, it's just a conversation Dad and I had, and we laughed about it. I mentioned it to my brothers, I don't know, probably 2 years ago. And Dad's been gone 16 years now. They were both like, Dee, you should have told us. We so would have made this happen. And I'm thinking, no, you wouldn't have, because he died in March. And it was cold and frozen and nobody would have been outside. But yeah, that's my story while I wait for butter to melt. And it should be, yep, it's ready now. Let's go over here with some onions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get these in here for, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, just until they get translucent. Soft is probably the bigger deal, soft. So while that's starting, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the other stuff that could be done right now. So what we need is some sour cream, 16 ounces. We need 8 ounces of a cheddar Monterey mix, and a can of cream of celery soup. We'll get all that together. We'll mix the spices in. This is gonna go so fast, y'all. Just dropped my mic, was double checking that we had it here. Let's take a look at what's going on. Yay! Glad I could help, Carol. Ooh. You know, I might come over with the camera. That might be kind of fun. Thanks, Christine. Yeah, that groomer in you is going to be tough to get out. Maybe Arizona will change that. All right, so 16 ounces of the good old sour cream. can of cream of celery soup. Yes, if you don't like cream of celery, you can use whatever the heck you want. I don't care. I don't think it'll change much. There's some ASMR for you. It's all moist and goopy sounding. Right. Looks like about another minute on these. Gotta lower them though. And what else do I need? Oh yeah, the spices. So we're gonna go with some celery salt, garlic powder, a little paprika of the homemade kind. My little spoons go right here. I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. And a 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Yes, Sherry, that was a spurtle that you saw, and I'm very excited. It's the first time I've used it, so we will get to check it out together. I haven't figured out what's so special about them. Okay, so that's done. All right, now we're going to put in the onions, which are looking good now. They're nice and soft, just right. Fold in the onions. Where's my cheese? There it is. We'll move my cheese. All right, now we've got, you need 30 ounces of hash brown potatoes. Like I said earlier, if you are using frozen ones, make sure you squeeze them to get the excess moisture out. So that's 10 ounces. I'm just going to go ahead and incorporate that now. Come on. There we go. So if you're making your own hash browns, what I recommend you do is parboil your russet potatoes and then let them cool. That will kind of stiffen them up again, and then run them through your grater. Do not try to make hash browns from raw potatoes. You'll not be happy. I will not be happy for you. All right, now I'm going to get that 8 ounces of cheese. And this is a cheddar jack blend. But first I'm going to take a drink because it's getting warm in here and this is really good. We've got 18 seconds on the one that's in the oven. How's that for timing, y'all? There it is. Excuse me while I pull that out. Actually, I'm going to leave it for, I don't know, 3 minutes. It's not, it's pretty pale still, so I wanted to see if I could get a little more golden brown. I would love to hear what y'all have for your favorite, you know, those potluck meals. What's your comfort food thing? And you know, the other thing, this is kind of like the ultimate comfort food, because where do you need comforting the most? At a funeral. All right, so this is mostly stirred up. I think we're good to go there. What we need to do now is not use this guy. We're gonna grease this pan a little. And I'm gonna cheat because I can. Although I can't because this is empty. And you know, I don't know why we're greasing this pan. Everything in here is greasy when it melts. So, but here we go. We're greasing. We're greasing. All right. And we're drinking. Let's go see what we have in the oven. ready yet. So just level it all out here. And then we're gonna go ahead and crush up. Actually, I want to clean up the sides of this because it's just not pretty. My dogs think someone is here. Guys, guys! Okay. Cleared. Now, let's crunch up some potato chips. Actually, let's see what y'all are saying, and then we're going to crunch up some potato chips. Spoonchula? It must be like a spoonchula. It's just fun to say, like Sherry says. Tori, you're just fine. You're fine, you're fine. Thanks for putting that link up, Keely. Yeah, do come into the Discord server. We talk about food. Answer food questions. I am available to you when you come into the Discord server. If you are having a tough time I don't know, trying to brown something, or you want to brown your butter and you need some help, Discord server is a great way to talk to a community of other people who like to cook, who like food, and you might even be lucky enough to get it on one of our cook-alongs. Tomorrow's is closed, but what we're doing is we're going to be cooking all together. Everybody's going to be on camera, and I'll be available to help people learn how to do new techniques. We're going to be washing kale and stripping it from the stem, teaching people how to chiffonade. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and that's something that we're going to do hopefully on a regular basis, depending on what the feedback is. That's our first one tomorrow. Come into Discord server. It's fun. And sometimes I drop videos of the sunset because it's really pretty here. Okay. That corn pudding is no freaking joke. It is so good. Sherry, I might need you to come on with me sometime and make the corn pudding because it is so off the hook good. Oh, yeah, Beth. Yes. Yes, and more yes. I love that dip, and I'd love to get your recipe. Maybe you need to come on. Yep. Christine, I'm with you on the deviled eggs. Beth, I am all about the pickle or relish if you've got it. Capers would be good, but that's a little higher class than I am. Yeah. All right. Let's speaking of high class, let's crunch up some Lay's potato chips. I already did some earlier for this other one that is probably time to come out, but I'm going to give it a minute. So, process is quite simple. Go from Lay's bag to quart bag. And yes, you could do them in here, but there was a point when I wasn't sure how many I had and how much it would make, all that stuff. You want to get the air out of the bag though. This is where your angry teenagers can help you make dinner. Oh, but they're angry teenagers. They're not going to help with anything. I think 5-year-old boys can do this, so. And we need 2 cups, so I'm gonna have to bust into that other bag of chips, but I do want to pull out the, well, let me do that. One task at a time, Dina. You know, I was wondering where you were. Hello, Principal Walker. I hope you had a good day today. John, do tell me, what are the facts about? I missed that one. Oh, the teenagers probably. Okay, Beth. Okay. I hear you. We should talk while I drop all of the chips on the ground. We should talk. I would be down with that. I'm sure these guys would love to see what we do. And you haven't seen Silver Lining Homeplace in person, so there you go. Here's my problem. I don't want to crunch up too many chips unnecessarily, but we're just going to go for it. Glad I disinfect this thing every morning. All right. All right, this is it, folks. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oops, my bad. You're supposed to put salt and pepper in the spice mix. I did not do that, so I'm gonna crack some pepper over the top. I'm gonna do a little salt on top. It's not the same, it's a bummer, but I was also kind of worried that the celery salt and the chips were gonna make it too salty, so it's all a win. Let me do that real quick. I normally wouldn't crack pepper for this, but since it's after the fact, but you know what? I sometimes wonder if these things really matter that much. Because I'm going to put Malden on my plate anyhow. Because you know me and my Malden salt. And you need about 2 cups of this mixture. Or not mixture. Yes, John, the angry teenagers not doing a dang thing. Isn't that the truth? I remember being one of those. Except I don't think I had the choice of doing a dang thing. So here's cup number 1. We just want to kind of just disperse it as evenly as possible. We're gonna level it all out here in a sec. And since it's very little here, and I don't know what I would do with these, but you know I wouldn't get rid of them, I'm just going to dump it. All right. And then we have an episode of Trading Spaces, because this is going to go in the oven and its friend is going to come out. I'm going to clean up the space because I think I want a money shot of the entire casserole. trivet. Where are you? There you are. This didn't brown up as much as I would have liked, but that's okay. Could stand to go under the broiler for a minute. Not gonna go there. Let me get this other one in the oven real quick. Alexa, set a 45-minute timer.
45 minutes, starting now.
All right. Yeah. I think, John, you probably do know angry teenagers, and yeah, you didn't have a choice. You're like me. And Principal Walker, I bow down to you because you deal with all the angry teenagers. All right, y'all, let me take a picture of this real quick, and then I'll dig into it. I don't know why I put those up and then take them down, put them up and take them down. All right, squirrely, get over here. There we go. When you're taking pictures of things, like, you know, that you really want to highlight the dish or the item, take a look in the background real quick and see what's back there. You can see that white fabric or something. I'm going to grab that first because it's a little distracting for me, which you can't see because you're not looking at my phone, but this towel is distracting. There we go. Much better. That makes a really nice shot. Okay, let's dish up, Buttercup. It almost feels wrong to try to eat this on anything but a chinette. I wish y'all could see this, but there's some really nice goldenness at the bottom, which is probably going to be really tasty. Grab a little bit more here. Oh, we need a fork. I'd like for this to be a little more golden. I would probably put it under the broiler. But yeah. It looks really hot, so I'm gonna wait a minute. It's steaming up big time. I'm gonna see what y'all are talking about, because yeah, Chinette, yeah, that's a little fancier than we probably had at most funerals. It's definitely fancier than what we had when I was growing up at home. You can stop by now, because it's done. Hey Doc, thanks for popping in. If you've got the family there, hi Bubba. Sorry, not sorry. Hey Diana. I would love it if you were here every Thursday. Laughed at my post. Not sure which one you're talking about. I know that you've claimed the entire little island there, so that's it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Dude, I appreciate that, but that would mean you and I couldn't hang out together. Oh wait, maybe we need to hang out together, because we're trouble when we're together. Okay, I'm fixing to try this here. Hey Kevin, thanks for dropping in, man. It's good to see you. You're just in time. Thanks, Keely. Yeah, check out the Instagram. It's kind of fun. We're doing some fun things over there. Hey, Karen, then. Hey, how's that? I need to put me on the TV, friend. Got to get all this lovely detail. It's too much detail to miss. All right, here we go. I think it needs a little more time in the oven, but the flavor is fantastic. I'd like to see the potatoes done just a little bit more, so I'm going to tweak this to say maybe an hour. But I also noticed that these potatoes, because they are fresh, are a little more parboiled. So I think I need to change the recipe to say maybe an hour for fresh, and then the 45 minutes for frozen. But make sure if you're using frozen to squeeze out that extra moisture. But the flavor is fantastic, y'all. This is really good though. I think you're gonna be happy with it. It's not overly cheesy where it would like overpower, say, your Easter ham or whatever your main entree is. Really good with just about any vegetable. I don't think it would be offensive with anything. I'm thinking that asparagus would be really good, just steamed. I'm also thinking that I've got food all over my mouth, but I don't care because it's really good. Any questions? I'm gonna eat a couple more bites, have a drink here, see if any questions come in, and then I'm gonna cut it. You and I might need to agree to disagree on this, but since you are in the majority, my friend Sherry, I get it. Doc, I just used, I could have made my own, but I didn't. So just hashed brown potatoes. These are the fresh kind. I couldn't find frozen, which is what I wanted to ask. I mean, what I wanted to get. I was trying to find frozen hash brown potatoes, but the entire section of the frozen section was empty. It's as if there's a shortage of hash brown potatoes. And yeah, it probably could have a little more cheese. So I said 8 ounces, do 12, you won't be sad. I was trying to cut it back a little because the sour cream is in there, and then you've got 2 cups of potato chips on top, but you know, hey, who am I to judge? Y'all do what you want to do. Keely and Collie have posted the links to the recipes, and you know, the great thing is you don't have to follow a recipe to the T unless it is for baking. Something like this, you know, go with your heart, man. So, oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, is that, Kevin, is this brand the organic $5.50 a bag brand? Because maybe I did see those and I decided that I wasn't going to spend $5.50 a bag because I needed 3 bags. That's the hard part with getting one in the oven and then making one with y'all, is I'm doing double duty, which means, oh, I don't know, some neighbors might end up with some funeral potatoes, Methodist party potatoes, whatever you want to call them, Likedta Die potatoes. All right. Okay, there we go. Coming in with the knowledge. Between Doc saying that it's because of Russia and where we go? Wrapped Up in Dogs, there's a potato shortage. We're importing from Maine these days. Oh, I am so glad that I just got my seed potatoes then. I'll be planting those as soon as I can. All right. You know, I don't know this brand. I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, Kevin, you can play with them. You're right, you can play with them. They just might not work out, but you know. All right, share with us next month. Yes, I will share. I will show you. I'm going to do a video on planting potatoes, so you'll see that. You probably won't see it in a stream since everybody thinks this is a cooking stream now. I really don't know if I'm going to be, you know, gardening and screwing everybody's minds up. But hey, anyhow, y'all take care. Thanks for coming. Make these potatoes. You're really going to like them. I think you're really going to like them. Take care. Bye.